Of course, owning a home is the American dream, but not fully understanding how the process works can turn it into a financial nightmare for first-time buyers. While most potential homeowners, including 39% of Gen Z, believe the biggest money hurdle will be saving for a down payment, the reality is most buyers are often blindsided by hidden fees, which could end up costing them big time.
Yeah, head of community and affordable lending at Chase, Sarita Battles, joins us now with more. So, Sarita, what do home buyers need to know about the home buying process in order to establish their goals, but also to save money?
Yes, I think the first thing that first-time home buyers need to think about oftentimes are the fees associated with purchasing a home. I think oftentimes they go in and they think about the rate environment or they think about down payment. So the first thing, let me say this. From a down payment perspective, there is a myth that you have to have 20% to put down. So let me dispel that myth by letting them know that you do not need 20% to put down on a home. There are programs out there that will allow you to put down less than 3%. And so when we think about home ownership, there are programs out there that require less money down. The second thing is really around those other costs and fees associated with purchasing a home. There are other fees such as application fee, processing fee, appraisal fees. There is also your home insurance fees, title insurance. Those are other fees that are associated with purchasing a home, some of which you can't change or minimize because those fees are there. But there are other fees that you should be paying attention to, and you should compare when you're out there searching for a home. And those fees are like your application fee and your processing fee. And so therefore, I always encourage folks to work with their local bank because when you're working with your bank, there are fees that can be minimized when you're working with your local bank. But I would also advocate that you shop around and make sure that you're getting the best cost associated with purchasing that home and making sure that you're comparing across all of, whether it's a bank, whether it's a lender, that you're comparing those costs and fees to make sure that you're getting the best cost for the purchase of your home.
Yeah.
Great tips.
What are maybe some potential pitfalls that buyers should be aware of?
Yeah, I think one of the things that I would encourage buyers to do is to make sure that they do their research, do their homework. It's funny to me oftentimes that, we'll do our research when it comes to purchasing a car because we know the type of car that we want. We know how we want to go out and look for that particular car, but we don't do that same level of research when it comes to purchasing a home. And so I would encourage folks to be able to leverage a lot of the tools that are out there. Currently today on chase.com/afford, we have a lot of resources available for home buyers to be able to utilize when they're out there purchasing a home. But I would also say make sure that they are doing the necessary research to purchase that home. Make sure that they are also including their bank in the process and taking them along for the journey, because oftentimes when you're working with your bank, those are opportunities where your bank or your lender can qualify you for that home. They can also make sure that you're pre-approved before you go out there and search for that home. And usually when you're searching for a home, if the sellers know that you're pre-approved, then that also encourages those sellers to be able to sell to you that particular home. And so again, when you go out and you're prepared and you've worked with your banker, you've worked with your realtor or your lender, those are the opportunities that create an opportunity for you to be able to really assess your dream of home ownership.
Sarita, thank you so much for joining us. You've given
Yes,
us a lot to
thank you.
think about. Again, you can go out there to the website that Sarita mentioned at chase.com/afford to find out more information. So we appreciate, Sarita, we
Yes.
appreciate the time. Great tips for those looking to buy, purchase a
Yeah,
home
really helpful.
this fall. Absolutely.